It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by Agile Dad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to keep this short and sweet. Today I wanted to talk to you about the 4 benefits of implementing an Agile way of working. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to sound like a really basic episode, Lee. But one of the things that I found is that people tend to forget some of the basics. So I thought this would be part of a potential series, who knows, where we call it Return to the Basics or Back to the Basics, and talk about some of the fundamental things that are going to help guide us so that we know why we're doing the things that we do and why we're passionate about the things we do. Now, these 4, while they're simple, are deep. And we're going to talk about that as well. So, coming in at number 1, improve customer satisfaction. I can tell you right now firsthand that I've worked on a lot of Agile projects, and what I can tell you is that the customer always has extended needs beyond what the original request calls for, needs beyond what they originally said they needed when they had the first conversation with you. People always want a little more, and people always want to have a certain sense of confidence or happiness about what they do. And I think that it was Jeff Patton who said it best when he said we should focus on impact and outcome instead of output. And he said that with regard to story mapping. But what I can tell you is that this lends itself to be true with an entire Agile implementation. That if we can emphasize customer collaboration, enabling teams to develop products and services that not only meet but exceed the consumer's needs and align with the organization's strategic objectives, that's going to give us the best way of working. So that's number 1. Number 2, faster delivery. And I'll even go as far as say more frequent delivery. If it's faster and more frequent, that means that the teams that are working on products and services can more frequently deliver, get feedback, reduce the time to market, improve customer satisfaction, and really gain knowledge from understanding the customer's wants, needs, whims, and desires. And by frequently calling upon them and saying, hey, where are we on this? And getting the feedback necessary for them to really objectively move forward with content or abandon if necessary. It gives you the ability to move in either direction. So faster and more frequent delivery is definitely one of the benefits of an Agile way of working. All right, how about number 3? Number 3 has to do with increased flexibility. Now, this one's interesting. We just did an episode yesterday on adaptability. This is talking about flexibility and adaptability, the way you enable teams to respond quickly to changes so that they can understand requirements, respond quickly, and identify risk. I think that if they can do this for the business and let the business know that, hey, we're happy to pivot, we're happy to make adjustments, that's not the issue. But if we make an adjustment, it could put something else at risk of not making a release or not making a deadline or not making it into a product or service. I think that as long as we're transparent, that increased flexibility is one of the most valuable things that we can do on an Agile project. Okay, last one, enhance collaboration. If you can learn how to really stop, collaborate, and listen, or should I say stop, collaborate, and listen. If you can collaborate between your stakeholders and collaborate with the teams and collaborate with the customer and really let people engage and have that frequent communication directly without third parties, without having to jump through hoops, it's going to help you really achieve the strategic objectives and the consumer objectives more easily. It's going to help you make those connections with your customers. It's going to help you figure things out. And I think that if you do this, it's going to help you get some really clear benefits. So you have better engagement with your stakeholders. You'll have an overall comprehensive plan on what's going to be done and how it's going to be built. It's going to help you implement better, stronger practices around your products and services and what you build. And it's going to help people provide training and support, have a sound solution and answers that they can walk away with. So, in closing, I'll remind you, emphasize collaboration, talk about collaboration, collaborate often, talk with each other, figure out better ways to do things. Focus on continual improvement. It doesn't have to be all the same all the time, but focus on making sure that you're ratcheting up just a little bit to be better this time than you were before. Provide clear support and training for individuals who are struggling, and make sure that you provide avenues for people who support and train your products to clearly understand what your products or services do. And of course, be flexible and adaptable to change. That's what Agile is all about. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or something you want us to know, please reach out to us at learnmore@agiledad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.